We gather at a moment of deliberate national renewal. Across the Federation, government are taking difficult but necessary decisions to put our economy back on a path of sustainable growth. These choices have carried their own sacrifice, yet they were the right choices, and today the evidence is beginning to speak for itself. We share a single conviction that the ongoing chapter of our nation's prosperity will be written not only in our great commercial capitals, but in states like Jigawa, states that are determined to convert their God-given endowments into prosperity, dignity, and jobs for their people. Some of the prominent power brokers in the Nigerian economic ecosystem have very strong affiliation with Jigawa. Alhaji Aliko Dangote is from Kano Jigawa microzone. So also is Alhaji Abdul Samad Ishaq Rabiu. And of course, my very good friend, Alhaji Farouk Gumel. And of course, as rightly captured by His Excellency the Governor, Jigawa's most important resource is its people. All the BDCs in this country are controlled by people from Jigawa, largely from a village called Yaleman. On our part, we have made it easier to do business in Nigeria. Through the Presidential Enabling Business Environment Council, we have simplified registrations and permits and brought the cost and time of starting and running a business steadily down. The Business Facilitation Act has given these reforms the force of law, binding our agencies to transparency, predictability, and speed. We have also unified and liberalized the foreign exchange market, ended distortions that for too long frightened away serious investors, and put public finances on a more honest footing. The journey has demanded patience, but our currency markets are functioning more transparently, our reserves are firmer, and for the first time in over a decade, the world's leading rating agencies have begun to raise Nigeria's sovereign credit standing. We have opened the strategic sectors of our economy to private capital. The Electricity Act of 2023, for instance, stands as a consequential reform, devolving real power to the state to license, generate, and distribute electricity, and inviting investors to build the power infrastructure our industries and homes so urgently need. From power to agriculture, from solid minerals to the digital economy, we have replaced gatekeeping with partnership, and we have redirected the savings from hard reform toward the things that fuel a nation, into infrastructure, into human capital, and into support for our most vulnerable citizens, so that growth, when it comes, is felt in the household and not only in the headline. Nearly 20 years ago, Jigawa seized the initiative. Sabinu Turaki came ahead of his time. He set up an independent power plant to generate electricity with all the underlying infrastructure, but they were literally stopped on the tracks by NEPA. They said you have the power to generate or distribute energy. Your Excellency, you have done well, and we'll try and revisit your initiative of power generation in Jigawa State. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, reforms at the center means little if it does not reach the state. Whether at the National Economic Council or the Federal Executive Council, we have prioritized healthy debates and deliberations to harmonize our ideas for the nation's economic direction. These are meant to strengthen the fiscal health and transparency of our state, to help them unlock and deploy resources prudently, to channel support towards agriculture, food security, and the protection of our environment and livelihood, and to open doors for subnational governments to access development finance and climate finance on peer terms. Jigawa State has without doubt been a place of immense economic opportunities and untapped potential. This is why an avenue such as this is an assurance of the efforts and readiness of His Excellency, Madam Umar Namadi, to revitalize the investment ecosystem of the state. For a state that anchors one of the most ambitious clean energy programs on the continent, drawing the support of our development partners to turn the abundant Sahelian sun into power, into industry, and into livelihood. There is no limit to the ambition of this state.